Okay, let's go over microRNAs. This is a newer topic than the other types of RNA that we've talked about so far, and it's not super high yield for the step one. So I'm just going to cover the testable topics and not spend too much time on all the details here. So first of all, what do microRNAs do? Their job is basically to seek out mRNAs that the cell doesn't want to be translated into proteins and stop translation from happening by any means necessary. Basically, they provide an extra layer of regulation for making sure that only the right proteins get made. So maybe you're asking, if the cell doesn't want to make that protein, why did it make the mRNA in the first place? And the answer is that gene expression is complicated, but sometimes it makes more sense to do it this way. So how do microRNAs stop mRNAs from being translated? The key here is that they have a sequence that's complementary to the target mRNA, which allows them to find it and stick to it. Here you can see that the microRNA binding to the complementary sequence on its target mRNA. This can either just block the ribosome from starting translation of that mRNA, or it can initiate the degradation of the mRNA. MicroRNAs are usually encoded in the genome near the gene that they regulate, and can often even be found within the introns of their target genes. One reason for this might be that if the microRNA always is with the target gene in the genome, then it's much less likely to delete the microRNA without deleting the gene itself. Therefore, you avoid a situation in which a gene is expressed out of control because its regulation is lost. So the last thing I want to talk about with microRNAs is what happens if you have a mutation in one of them. What do you think would happen? Well, basically the target gene would be expressed in a situation in which you don't actually want to express it. And what's the number one thing to worry about when a gene is expressed out of control? Cancer. If a microRNA's target is a gene that drives a cell cycle, then loss of the microRNA might allow the cell to divide out of control. Therefore, it shouldn't be surprising that some microRNAs are actually expressed as anti-cancer response.